Hi, my name is Richard Hutton and welcome to the Exponential Fund, the place where you learn to invest and absolutely crush average market returns. Today I want to talk about an insight regarding my competition, which would be institutional investors, analysts, the professional side. I was once brainwashed as a young kid, going to finance seminars, saying, "Who do you think you are?" Most of the money is invested by institutions who hire the best and the brightest students from the top schools. These are practically geniuses. So these firms have an army of analysts who spend all day, every day analyzing companies. They have supercomputers crunching the data. They have billions of dollars to invest. Who do you think you are to compete with them? But here's what I discovered. It's actually very easy to get returns way better than these institutions not because you have more brain power available, but because simply IQ and brain power are not the only requirements to make good investment decisions. This is the downfall of a lot of smart people, is that sometimes they make very poor decisions even though they have high cognitive ability. Why is that? Biases. This is so important. This is literally the edge, the advantage that I have over them. So, let me get deeper into this. The financial industry is quite regulated. Stock analysts are highly regulated. They have a framework that they have to fit in. So, as you've seen, most analysts post a price target, which is a 12-month price target, 1 year out, where they guess the stock will be. Why is that? Why is it so short? Like, in the world of investing, like proper long-term investing, 1 year is extremely short term. That's because a lot of these fund managers are judged on their performance year to date, from the beginning of the current year up until now. Right? And this, Chamath Palihapitiya said this, and it's amazing. This obsession with short-term movements. Why is that? Because people don't like volatility. The reason is, in case of high volatility, our fight or flight instincts kick in. The reptilian brain kicks in and makes you feel as if your existence is in danger. Right? I mean, if you saved up money for years, if you put the money in a stock and in 3 months drops in half, holy shit! You panic, and you don't want that. You would rather have smaller gains overall, but nice and steady. So, these fund managers are encouraged to reduce volatility, and thus are judged based on short-term timeframes. And that's why the analysts also say, "Oh, which stock will perform the best in the next few months? Oh, these next couple of quarters will be blah, blah, blah." It's fucking irrelevant. It's a joke, right? It's such a waste that so much brain power is wasted on short-term fundamental predictions. Now, when an analyst makes an estimate, a price target, he will definitely be wrong. The question is not if he will be wrong, but will he have underestimated or overestimated the stock, right? Because, you can't be exactly on point. So essentially the analyst, when doing research and, tweaking the variables in his model, has to decide, will I overestimate this or underestimate it? Now, this is the big kicker. There's a huge asymmetry. If you overestimate and you're wrong versus if you underestimate and you're wrong. Here's what happens. If you overestimate a stock, let's say there's some tech company growing very fast, and you're quite optimistic and you project that they will grow fast for a long, long time. I don't know, like Zoom. And you recommend to this pension fund, yes, Zoom is a great stock. And they buy Zoom. And in the next year, it drops 70%. Fucking shit! That's very bad. This investment fund could have lost millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, like a shit ton of money. And now they blame the stock analyst. See, you gave me this bullshit recommendation and the stock went down. And now I'm penalized as the investment manager. And now I don't get the bonus. That's very bad. Versus, what if the analyst underestimates a company like Tesla in 2019? They say, well, yeah, electric vehicles are growing in popularity, but competition is coming. Definitely, Tesla's lead will diminish. Tesla's overvalued. So a pension fund says, oh, okay, well, that doesn't sound too good. I'm not going to buy Tesla. And then the next year, in 2020, Tesla stock goes up 700%. And the stock manager, the fund manager is like, fuck, I missed out. There's a huge difference between the first scenario, where the analyst was too optimistic and the fund manager lost a shit ton of money, versus when the stock analyst underestimated the company and the fund manager missed out on potential gains. It is way worse, the actual loss, than the loss of an opportunity. Do you understand? These stock analysts are not investors. They are employees of companies. They have a salary, right? And they do things to please their boss to not be fired, right? Like the entire industry has such room to grow. It's crazy. Now, not all analysts are that bad. Analysts from ARK Invest are great. They have a 5-year time horizon. So they are much more optimistic in their estimates. But ARK manages a very small amount of the total assets under management in the market. So this is the problem, right? That analysts kind of have to underestimate, because that's how the risk reward in their job is set up. This presents a massive opportunity. I'm not going to sit here and rally and try to convince these analysts to change the way they do their jobs. I'm not going to sit here and rally and write to Congress to change regulation. No. I should make another video about why I don't argue with people. I simply see this as an opportunity, right? The idea is that because they underestimate these companies over and over, the following statement often is true. You take some stock, some great big high growth tech stock like Tesla, my biggest investment, not investment advice, and I bet that the following statement will be true. Tesla will remain in high growth mode for much longer than most investors expect. That's my thesis. Right? I do not have a price target a year from now or 10 years from now. I have like rough estimates. But the point is, this is how I conduct my investments. The way I analyze Tesla is I look at their yearly sales growth, and every year I check, is it still growing fast? Great, I'll hold. Oh, it's not growing fast anymore. Fine, I'll sell. That's it. I will hold Tesla for as long as they keep growing fast. That's it. That's it. So, in conclusion, one of the biggest opportunities, edges you can have is simply have the longest time horizon. If all these professionals are judged based on a year's performance, and you hold a stock for 8 years, it is very likely that you'll make money versus trying to guess what the next 2 quarters will be. Okay? That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time.